Mexico versus Ecuador in the Azteca. Can it get any better for Mexico? I don't think so. I think this is a great match for Mexico. Mexico's going to come in. They've got a clean sheet against all three of their opponents. First host nation, I think, to go through with not conceding a single goal. I didn't believe in this defense coming in. I thought they would concede, but they're proving me wrong. Granted, the opponent they faced has not been the most prolific going forward. We thought that South Korea would do a lot better. They were not able to produce, and what they did produce, they were not able to put away. Um, Rangel has been having a decent tournament. He has made some decent saves. He's pulled his Memo Ochoa moment, pulling that goal straight off the line, and that was cinema. That was great to watch. With South Korea had that goal basically on the line.
Yeah.
Ended up pulling it out. Mexico has been having kind of this weird run where everything is just working for them.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has been falling into place for them. Every 50-50 chance seems like it's not 50-50. It's 51-49. We're getting those favorable drops. We're getting those favorable wins in midfield. We're getting those favorable bounces. And I just hope it keeps going, man. I don't want to lose any of it. Keep wearing your lucky shirts. Wear your lucky socks. Wear the same thing you wore that other game. Whatever thing you believe in, that keep it going, man. I think Luis Romo has come in to this team and kind of given us stability in that midfield. Brian Gutierrez has had a decent tournament. I think he looked shaky at the first on that first match, but I think he's kind of grown into it. I was a big fan of what was his Mateo Chavez, I think.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
left back they
Mateo
went in, yeah.
Chavez came in at left back bench. They benched Gallardo, and he had a great match. Not just because he scored the goal in the run, but he overall looked better than Gallardo did.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
1000%.
Quiñones has been kind of a player of the tournament for Mexico. He has been kind of at the helm of everything and just been producing for Mexico.
This defense has been, stalwart. They've been I think the highlight of Mexico's group stage was their defense, and obviously the goalkeeper Rangel. I think like without them, Mexico would have been in a lot more tougher situations. But they've been playing really well. I mean, like you said before, we kind of questioned this defense going in, but now they're performing, as they should be, and I think, like you were saying, Gallardo starting. I think Mateo Chavez made a really good performance. I think he's like won the hearts of a lot of people because I feel like his talent going forward is like, I think it's something that Mexico can use. So even whether he comes off the bench or he starts, I'd love to see more of him. The midfield's been playing good, but we got it. Like, this is the game where Mexico has to dig deep. They have to make their final statement. So if they have to perform here, because from here on, it's like gonna be all like top 20 teams, like world champions. Like you're gonna play a lot of good teams that play a lot of good soccer, and you need to perform here because you need to show those teams that you're a team that's not to be taken lightly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think Ecuador is probably gonna be their first really big challenge. I mean, they have a really good defense, so first of all, it's gonna be hard to unlock that. Their midfield Casero has the potential to run circles around our midfield, and let's hope it doesn't get to that point. But I mean, they got Ender Valencia, so I'm not too worried about that. Stinker still probably gonna fucking start. So, but I don't know. I think Mexico. This is gonna be probably their hardest game, and probably one of the best games we're gonna see them play. So, I'm looking forward to see what they can do. Because I mean, as of yet, I'm not impressed. They haven't delivered a world championship performance. Like, so.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about for this game in particular. I think Mexico almost looks like they haven't gotten out of first gear yet. Like, genuinely, it looks like they have played kind of at just like less than what they know they're capable of, and it begs an interesting point of like they kind of just coasted through the group stage but they didn't really
Mhm.
even have to try. Like, it looked like they
Yeah.
really weren't even trying, and they clean sheet in all 3 games, won all 3 of them. Like, so I'm not too worried about Mexico, honestly. I think everyone has seen how good they can be. And I would say the one caveat is I think the only time we've seen them get out of first gear in this tournament was the first 10 minutes of the South Africa match.
Mm.
They were flying the
Mhm.
first 10 minutes of that match. And then Quiñones scored that goal. And then they kind of just sat off a little bit, and they haven't really gotten back to that yet, but they haven't needed to. They haven't needed to do it. And then they rotated the majority of their lineup for the Czechia game. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Mexico at all. I think this kind of depends on what version of Ecuador shows up, but I think Ecuador's win against Germany was kind of a fluke. I think Germany was not they were not trying at all in that game. Germany kind of just didn't care. And then also I think an interesting note for Ecuador is news broke that I saw this morning that Valencia has lost the captain's armband to Moises Caicedo now. So in my mind, that probably means he's not going to start anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that they may run with just Gonzalo Plata up top. Um, which if that's what happens, I think that is the best case scenario for this Ecuadorian team. It gives them the best chance of winning because Valencia is not obviously not playing very well at all. So I think Ecuador has a lot of talent, but I don't think have shown enough to say that they can play well together as a team. I do not think they're this well-oiled machine where all of the players have this sort of chemistry and understanding. And I actually think that Mexico's midfield is gonna run circles around Ecuador's. I think Lira, Romo, and Brian Gutierrez are probably like 3 of the best midfielders Mexico has had in a long time. Since you're talking about since like I don't know. I don't know who the last great Mexican midfielder was, but
Give me Guardado. Give me
Mhm.
yeah, I guess
Torrado.
like in like the
Oh,
2010s era
yeah.
maybe, but
It goes
I
back
think
a minute.
yeah, I think this Mexican midfield is actually really good. And I think this will be another game where they don't really have to get out of first gear. I think they'll probably score within the first half an hour of the game, and I honestly see another clean sheet. I would say Mexico probably win like 2-0 in this match.
Yeah. I think just something else I want to touch on is Gilberto Mora got a start for that Mexico Czechia game, and I think he had a pretty decent showing. The stats sheet didn't show it, but visibly watching the game, he had an opportunity where he fed the ball through to Luis Romo, where he was in on goal. He ended up crossing it into the box, and it produced into nothing. But I think that's something that obviously doesn't get highlighted in the stats, but I think that's great vision. He gave the it should have been assist to who was it? To Jorge Sanchez when he
Mhm.
sent him that through ball in, and he's a right back. You don't expect him to put it away, but
Uh-huh.
he ended up fluffing it, and the ball ended up bouncing in front of the goal, and that's when Quiñones got his goal, and that was from a through ball from Gilberto Mora. So I think he showed a lot of brightness, which we knew he would coming in. I think El Machin came into that midfield. He looked great. It's good to see him back in that midfield, and it was nice to see that a lot of these guys that are most likely going to be on the bench for this next game came in and played well. So we're able to kind of call on them possibly and be like, come in, do a difference. I don't know if Machin starts um, over Luis Romo, but we'll see. I think Quiñones is a starter. I hope to see Mateo Chavez starting in that left back. I don't think it'll happen. I think Javier
Yeah.
Aguirre is going to go for a more defensively sound and defensively proven. The kid is only 22, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, 22. He's 22-year-old kid. I don't think he's going to put the pressure on him to start the match, but I think he gave a shout to come off the bench and be a creative outlet on the wing if we just can't seem to break down this Ecuador team. But enough of me glazing Mexico for a bit. Ecuador, I think, they did what they needed to do to get out of the group against Germany. They finally got out of gear. I think Ener Valencia has to have blackmail or something on somebody in that Ecuador organization because he should have not been starting game 3. He should have definitely been on the bench. Um, so I think the Ecuador team can produce. I don't think they're going to be able to. I think they're going to struggle against this Mexican side. Caicedo does have the ability to run around us, but I think we'll have enough defense, enough defense structure to be able to handle what Moises Caicedo can bring. I think this Ecuador team has failed to live up to the expectation and the hype that everybody thought around them, myself included. I thought they would have a pretty decent run and a decent showing, but they have not shown any of that. The Germany game was, I think, just a wash for Germany. They did come out with their, I believe, full starting 11 at the beginning of the match, but if I remember correctly, 50th or the 60th minute, most of those guys came off, and I don't think Germany cared enough to go out and try to win the game, or try to match the intensity that Ecuador was bringing. Ecuador was playing for their life, as to where Germany was just playing because they had to play. You're gonna get completely different efforts from lads that know that I'm through. This match does not matter to me. From guys that know that this is live or die for them. I think if Germany comes out and tries to win that match, they win that match comfortably. I don't think that Ecuador has as much fight as they did. So ultimately, I look forward to watching this game and living it all 90 minutes of it. And I think Mexico has been coasting, kind of like how Matt mentioned. They have been in that first gear. They haven't needed to get out of that second gear, and because they feel so comfortable defending. They feel so comfortable not having the ball and just letting the opposing side have the ball, come attack us. We'll sit, we'll defend, we'll hold, we'll be defensively structured to the point where it won't damage us, and it's working. It's gotten us this far. So who am I to doubt Javier Aguirre and the way he's playing this Mexican team? It might not be the game and the ball that all the Mexican fans want to watch, and they might want like a more attacking sided, but this is what's working. This is what has gotten us first in our group with no goals conceded. So why change the formula now? I think Mexico goes out, they win this game, and the Azteca, and Mexico goes crazy. I don't think Ecuador has enough. If I had to give a score prediction, I think I like a 2-0. I think they keep their clean sheet. I don't think they have enough. Plata has been showing sparks, but I think ultimately it won't be enough. I think this team has not been able to figure it out yet. Beto, did you give a score prediction, or is there anything you'd like to
honestly,
add?
yeah, I think this goes into extra time, and I think Mexico scores in extra time and wins.
Extra time, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Like 0-0? We're going 0-0 into extra
yeah,
time?
0-0 in extra time, and then Mexico gets
Oh,
the score. Gets a
uh,
score in the extra time. Yeah.
I don't think so. All right. All right.